Here, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about HEDERA versus Polkadot. This is going to be something of a good video. You know, it's a lighthearted video. Which would you guys choose if you only had the opportunity to choose between one of the two to invest in? Now, you guys already on this channel know how high I am on Polkadot, and I've been talking about HBAR on this channel a lot as well because I believe they both will do well, right? As you guys can see from the last 30 days of the GitHub development, you guys can see Kusama is at the top, which is, of course, the sister chain or the canary chain to Polkadot, which Polkadot is number 2. And then you have HEDERA at number 4, right? And Cardano's at 3rd, right? Some people like Cardano, some people don't, but that's not the topic of the video. Both of these have great development in the last 30 days, meaning their ecosystem is really growing, and we see it from Polkadot, we see it from HEDERA on what projects are going on there right now. So let's get started off with Polkadot first. Now, I also want to say I believe these two will be excel in two different things. I believe HEDERA will become more focused on the traditional companies and, you know, centralized activity and things like that, while Polkadot may also be more decentralized and have more different development than HEDERA. That's in my opinion, but you guys can let me know what you guys think. As of right now, Polkadot is sitting at $5.31 at a $6.6 million market cap. Over, you know, you guys can see the circulating supply. A lot of people don't like the max supply, the tokenomics for Polkadot. HEDERA also has that problem as well in terms of tokenomics. People don't like their tokenomics as well, but all-time high for Polkadot was $54.98. I do believe that it could get to that all-time high again and past that, right? Especially with all the development and things that's going on. So what first attracted me into that Polkadot ecosystem was the way projects are built onto the Polkadot ecosystem, right? So projects go for their crowdfunding, asking us to lend out our Polkadot, our Kusama to them, and they get locked up. And you know that basically decreases the circulating supply of Polkadot out on the market, right? Which that brought me into Polkadot, as well as the fact that it's a layer 0, right? All focused on interoperability. So as you guys can see, year to date within Kusama and Polkadot, you have 190 projects. For Polkadot, you have parachains, 43 parachains and 2 crowd loans going on as of right now in the auction. For Kusama, you have 38 parachains and 0 crowd loans as of right now going on. But for Polkadot, you have 133 million Polkadot staked, which is $709 million. 10% of the total supply is locked in the parachains and crowd loans as of right now. So that to me is a way to actually decrease the supply of Polkadot circulating. Not only that, when you lend out your Polkadot to these projects for them to, you know, stake and get their parachains, you actually get their tokens for free for essentially the worth of Polkadot at that time, right? And you get your Polkadot at the end of the day. So it's like a win-win situation for you guys, which is what greatly attracted me into Polkadot as well. Now, Polkadot's big event is coming up very soon. It's called Polkadot Decoded. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to be happening in this talk, in this big keynote speaker. So people are very much so interested in what's going to be talked about within the Polkadot ecosystem for this. Not only that, this year the usage of Polkadot cross-consensus messaging format XCM has expanded beyond transfers, with numbers of original channels increasing by 60%. So Polkadot's use case is growing a lot more. And not only that, this is something very interesting that I found not too long ago. As you guys know, June 1st, Hong Kong began that rollout for crypto. They're only allowing a certain amount of cryptos that have to meet a certain criteria, which is basically being traded for 12 months of compliance with no criminal allegations and be actively listed on 2 major indexes and exchanges, right? The Hong Kong SFC currently has no plans to allow stablecoin, citing uncertainty, but these are the tokens that meet the eligibility with the amount of indexes listed. As you guys can see, you got Bitcoin 5, Ethereum 5, Litecoin 4, Polkadot 4. So that to me is pretty big in terms of the eyes that's going to be on Polkadot when it comes down to being traded in Hong Kong, right, / China, right? But you guys let me know what you guys think about that and how you guys feel about that one. HEDERA, on the other hand, you guys already know about this governing council, are constantly growing this governance council, which I believe is definitely going to be big. Well, it's already big. It could just only get bigger from here, right? So that is why I believe they're going to be focused on a lot of the centralized or traditional entities within the traditional markets, right? So HEDERA is at 5 cents at a $1.6 million market cap. Over 31% of its supply, not 31% of its supply, sorry, over 50% of its supply being out at 31 billion tokens in circulation as of right now, with an all-time high being 56 cents. Can it hit that all-time high again? I believe it has the potential to do so as well, because a lot of the inflation has subsided as more than half of its token supply is out now. Right, but we have to see how further that goes. There's going to be some big dumps coming along the way as well. Right now, you guys could go check out all the other videos I made on HEDERA talking about it, but there's some recent thing that just came out. Right, quarter, right, housing quarter. The U.S. first fractional equity home funding program and platform has announced the equity tokenization of a $740,000 home, with a third-party investor supplying 97% of a purchase capital as alternative financing to mortgage credit using the TOKO network on HEDERA. So that to me is actually pretty good and pretty huge. They're getting into tokenizing homes, right? The RWAs that we've been talking about on this channel is very big with HEDERA. As they continue to say here in the second tweet, this represents a pivotal moment in Web3. Proof of potential DLT has democratized finance on an unprecedented scale through fractionalization, efficient ownership transfer, increased liquidity, and heightened trust. Hello, future. So to me, this is huge because you guys already know about how I feel about the RWA markets and tokenization of real estate and things like that. Now with HEDERA being able to add that to their repertoire, that to me, it is huge. Recently put out a new article with some interesting takes on it, so let's get right into that. So here they talk about the capabilities of HEDERA, but if you scroll down a little bit more, right, as a breakthrough decentralized public ledger, HEDERA offers a plethora of innovative solutions to leverage regenerative finance, from tokenization assets like land, crop, energy production, to increase investment opportunities, to providing traceability and transparency through the blockchain technology to mitigate risk and improve investment capital flow. Now they have joined forces with GBBC to tokenize carbon emissions. And they also have partnered with ServiceNow to drive adoption and accessibility of blockchain technology. So by integrating HEDERA's DLT into its platform, ServiceNow has the potential to greatly increase the adoption and use of blockchain in a wide range of industries. Right, the company's IT platform has large customer base with 80% adoption amongst Fortune 500 companies in the United States, and similarly high levels of adoption in other countries. This widespread use of ServiceNow platform has the potential to bring blockchain to the masses and make it accessible to a broader audience. So that gives you a little understanding of how HEDERA's DLT service is actually being used in terms of Fortune 500 companies in the United States and companies outside of the United States. So that is pretty big for HEDERA. And as I said before, their ecosystem is actually growing big as well, right? And as you guys can see here, I can't see the amount of projects in the HEDERA ecosystem, but as you guys can see, it is a long list right now, right? This is a very good sign in terms of the health of the ecosystem, with projects actually building onto here and how they're being used. Of course, a lot of people love Saucer Swap as the main DEX for HEDERA. So both of these, HEDERA and Polkadot, will definitely do well in the future, but I want to know which you guys would choose. If you only had one to choose right now, would it be HEDERA or would it be Polkadot? Do you want to know my answer? Leave your comments in the comment section down below, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.